this knife here. This is the Shirogorov Quantum RP1, which I've done a video on before. It's pretty much what I decided to carry today. This is one day before Blade Show. And I was just like going through my knife cabinet trying to figure out what am I going to carry today. I love carrying. It's always nice to have something in your pocket that's unique, and I kind of wanted to give this knife a second look. This is the Shirogorov Quantum RP1 knife. It's a collaboration between Recon 1 and Shirogorov. This knife was made for the purpose of giving you the best of the best features. So basically, Shirogorov, I guess, gave Recon 1, I guess you could look at it this way, like a list of the features that they could include on a knife, and they pretty much chose the features to keep the cost down. By keeping the cost down, this knife is under $1,000. But they gave you the best of everything, which I think is probably one of the best reasons to get this knife. It's a hell of a bargain, and you get the best of the best that Shirogorov has to offer. This is a frame lock knife. And one of the most unique features that you get on this knife is a multi-row ball bearing system. It's a big hell of a difference. I've never had, I've had multi-row ball bearing systems on double row ball bearing systems on some of my South African knives, but never multi-row. So multi-row is basically a ball bearing system inside a ball bearing system, inside another one. So I'm assuming it would be like 3 rows of ball bearings inside this knife, which makes the action absolutely ridiculous. There's practically no give anywhere on. I mean, this is just nuts. On top of that, the flipping action is just addictive, completely addictive. We're looking at Chromax steel. Chromax steel, and it's, I guess you could say it's maybe like a step below M390, but nevertheless, still awesome steel. Chromax is exclusively used by Shirogorov knives. Here's another thing about this knife, which I think is really interesting. You get a full open construction, meaning all you get is this one barrel spacer down here at the bottom. Probably the only negative thing I can say about this knife, and it's just an aesthetic preference, has nothing to do with the actual function of the knife. It's just the look. You get the bars. I don't know what that is. It's like the knife is in jail or something. I don't. But usually you would probably have a titanium barrel spacer right there at the end of that, maybe. But instead they give you these 3 titanium bars, or not titanium bars, I believe they're 3 steel bars. And that's because the blade, I believe the blade might be a little bit outside of the frame at a certain point, because it's the exact length of the knife. So for safety, they put these 3 bars on it. That's about all I can say about the aesthetics on this piece. Well, the design on it, I don't know if you obviously can't see it in this light, but the design on this knife is, it just says RP1 all over it. Creating some sort of design, and it's sort of like engraved or etched into the knife. RP1 all over the knife. I can't remember who said it, but there's a video on YouTube. I forgot the guy's name, but he basically called it, and I laughed, but it's pretty much true. He called it like bacteria stonewash look. Because if you hold it back, it looks like a bunch of bacteria on the knife. But really, it's just RP1 all over. It's a really great knife. The pocket clip is very well done, very well sculptured. It's really flush up against the frame lock there. Really unique way of doing it. Usually, they do pocket clips like this when they want it to act as an over travel stop. But they didn't do that on this knife. Instead, what they did was they give you this lock bar insert silver one right there, and that acts as your over travel stop on the blade, and it works really well. Really large size pivot on it. The geometry of the flipper is perfect. It's more of a pressing action rather than like a swiping action. I mean, you can swipe it, but it looks like it was built for just pressing. So you put your finger on a certain spot on the knife and it just pops right out. Really nice, and that's one of the reasons why it makes the knife addictive. That, plus the fact that the knife just falls shut like that. If you were looking to get a Shirogorov, most Shirogorovs are over 1,000. Again, with the train, I don't know why I come out here. I apologize for that. This is probably one of the few Shirogorov knives that are under $1,000. This one goes for roughly, if I'm not mistaken, 50. I'm gonna say under $1,000. Again, you get Chromax blade steel, a really great steel. You're getting the multi-row ball bearing system, which is probably the best feature chosen on this knife by Recon 1. Complete total open construction with just the barrel spacer, frame lock, sculpted pocket clip. The knife comes in, I believe it comes in red, if I'm not mistaken, like burgundy color. This blue, which I chose, and then of course the stonewash gray color. So if anybody out there is looking to get their very first, not custom, but production knife or collaborated piece, if you will, and you're looking for that custom feel, this is going to satisfy you 100%. It's going to satisfy you price-wise. It's going to satisfy you as far as aesthetics and quality. Pretty much what it is that you're getting in a knife. Shirogorov is definitely one of the ones out there. I would choose Shirogorov for a lot of those out there who maybe don't want to get into Chris Reeve just because they don't offer the action that a lot of us have discovered that we like. Because as great as Chris Reeve is, there's limitations to Chris Reeve knives if you're looking for something different. I think Shirogorov offers you everything that Chris Reeve knives offers, plus you get the action, plus you get the steel that you're looking for. You're not going to be stuck with like S35 or S45EN forever. They satisfy a lot of a lot of the angst that we're not getting with Chris Reeve knives. Now, granted, Chris Reeve knives is a little bit cheaper. Their knives usually step in at right around $550, $600, whereas now you're going to want to paying $750 for this piece here. But again, it's that extra money that you're paying towards this blade. You're really, really very satisfied with it. Especially for those of you that will never maybe get a Shirogorov Hottie. Maybe that's a little bit too much for you. Or say maybe the Shirogorov Pero, which is a limited edition custom, which is very difficult to find because it's no longer available. Those run for like $1,600. But there's no reason for you not to get a really good high quality blade. And look for all the best features you could possibly want. So it's kind of nice to see that knife companies like Shirogorov and Recon 1 are getting together to give the public something offering them the best of the best, where everything's all trimmed down, and you don't have to be stuck paying $1,100-$1,200 price tag for features that you don't want on a knife, when you can pretty much pick and choose, or have companies pick and choose for you and go, okay, we're going to give you everything that's the best, but you'll be stuck with these 3 bars over here. Which, when you think about it, that's not really that big of a deal. I mean, I can live with the 3 bars. But it would be nice if they had some other option that would cost the same as these things, because it's obviously a cost-cutting ploy. Yeah. Oh, to Collins, yeah, Spyderco is awesome. But they're not putting anything out like this, believe it or not. I know they're not, because I've got a bunch of Spydercos, and I'm happy with all of them. But every company puts everything out at a certain price point. But I have no doubt that every company is putting out the best of what they have to offer at a certain price point. So again, the reason for this video is that it's just kind of nice to have a knife built for the purpose of showing you the best of what a knife company has to offer. And plus, they could use this, companies like Shirogorov would use this knife as a promotional tool to get you to buy their regular production knives, like the 95 inlay knife, or the Shirogorov Hottie, or maybe the Neon knives that, not for you not to have to worry about getting the next step up if they're already, which is the best of the best. So anyway, just wanted to show you guys what I'm carrying day before Blade Show. I'm going to Blade Show tomorrow. It's my first Blade Show ever. I'm really excited. I don't know if anybody else is going, but this is my first time going, and everybody I know on Instagram isn't going. So I'm hoping to meet some new friends down there. I'm over here at the Ruston Way waterfront with this piece, and can you get enough for doing that? You really, it's insane. It's insane. I'm going to tell you right now, single row ball bearing systems, they probably would not do that without some sort of adjustment, because that is just amazingly smooth. I do, however, have single row ball bearing knives that are custom that do this, and that's basically the mark of the individual creating the knife. But this is production, which means that you buy one of these knives, and each one of these knives are guaranteed to do this, no matter which you get. They could pump out 200 of these things in one shot, and they'll all have the same exact action. Versus custom in some cases where the action is intended by the knife maker to not be that smooth, or maybe even be just as smooth as a multi-row ball bearing system. So it's just something to think about, And that would be why you would buy custom, and that's why I bought customs for about a decade, even though most of my custom knives are South African customs. It's just what I'm into. So that being said, anybody going to Blade Show, I guess I'll see you guys there. In the meantime, have a great day, because here in Washington, it is a rare, beautiful, sunny day. And this is my video for the day. I still have to label it. I just got inspired to do this as I was carrying it. So I will see you all in my next video. I'm going to try and maybe do an interview with my friend Henny Duplessis. I don't know if he's going to have time, but I may do that on on YouTube. But we'll see what happens. I may not do that at all either. So anyway, again, this is Omar, your South African knife guy, with my Quantum RP1 by Shirogorov and Recon 1. So check this out at the Recon 1 website. They've got quite a few available. You'll see it in like this dark burgundy, which is really awesome. I'm kind of sorry I didn't get that one instead of the blue, but I'm always drawn to blue. So I'll see you guys later, and also keep in mind there's a new website out there. I've tried to mention this each time. new website out there on Instagram that is looking to be your #1 resource for all things, all knives, and I don't believe I just forgot the name of that website. They're gonna kill me. Anyway, I'll mention it in my next video, and I'll see you guys around. Thank you so much for watching, and see you at Blade Show, whoever's going. Bye-bye.